Damn, I missed my chance.
You should have been faster, dude.
Same
Something for
room.
the old man.
This looks like the room we woke up in.
Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen?
That's right. Looks like there's something on it.
The
The
ambidextrous
ambidextrous
game will
will
now
now
begin.
begin.
To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished.
Okay.
It.
I don't know why you're surprised. It said.
How are you doing, you idiot?
I'm just following the rules. I press the start button. That's what you do in video games.
Did you even read what it said?
Yes, I did. I don't think you read.
Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes.
Cool. 40-minute
Now,
timer.
thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Thank you for that, Copernicus. I read the rules. You didn't. More time alone. Oh, no.
Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Don't you see it on the bottom center of the screen? Now, let's get this party started. Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent.
That'll be me.
But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each room will be a one-on-one battle, mano a mano, or mano a mano.
What?
Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So, it'll be more of a two-on-one battle, I guess. A team deathmatch. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent was is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you pair up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example,
God, no, please, not again. Not this again.
I got you by the ears, bunny man.
Next time.
do you guys remember how to make magenta? I hope you are. Siggy and Fido pair up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas. And it goes the other way too. Alas' opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Clever's enemy will be Temioldi.
Huh?
And B.O. and Kirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word now, is it?
Can we kill the bunny now?
Oh, well, I'm gonna be killing you! If you choose ally, then they're your ally. What? You want me to do the color theory again?
Yeah, I need more explanation.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero, the third, explains it all.
Oh, thank God.
First,
Uh-oh.
I want
He
everybody
leaves.
focused on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A equals ally and B equals betray on it, do you? All you guys have to do is pick. Just pick one of those easy options. Your BP will go up or down depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow,
For
so I
porn.
made this handy chart to make an explanation of an hour.
For porn.
For
Oh.
porn. The plus and minus are from your point of view for porn. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent for porn.
Oh boy, simple math.
Yep.
You'll get UVP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice, warm, fussy feeling inside for porn.
Oh.
We call that the best pulse outcome for porn. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 VP and they get 3 for porn. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome for porn. Something very similar to Tio for porn. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you chose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 VP and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything for porn. Absolutely 0 change in VP for porn. Ugh, boring for porn. We call this the why even bother outcome for porn. As a game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most for porn. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain for another hour for porn.
Oh.
Oh no, please no. I'll do my homework, I promise.
Oh no, this is punishment.
Shut up, Ramps!
Oh!
Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share destiny? Well, that applies here too, for porn. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Now to the extensive rules.
Oh no!
That's the basic?
Oh no!
What? Is it the prisoner's
I'm
dilemma?
sorry, I fell asleep after that.
Oh!
Well, actually there's a little bit more, but that'll just have to wait, I guess. For porn.
Oh!
What? Why does it have to wait?
It's a surprise that will help us later.
I thought we were doing for porn. Why don't you just get it out now?
30 minutes remain until the next game pulling closes! Anyways, I gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait till the last minute. You got plenty of time. So think it out.
I think I will.
Bye-bye now. Have a nice try. For porn.
That was the perfect last for porn because that,
like
that ended the timer.
Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
No, about the sexual tension between us. Of course, the AB game. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
About which one?
About the latter. Don't even think about the former. Just let's
Damn.
move on. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
It is the prisoner's dilemma.
It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
Game theory.
Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Well, they shouldn't.
Nothing more
What have
serious
we
than
banana?
eaten,
bananas.
Apple?
You really like the AB thing, don't you? Just like the
just-
bunny.
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another.
Good.
In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not, like, telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
No, all I'm thinking about is the American prison system. What a wonderful thing it is.
You disgust me in every way imaginable. So a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. It goes something like this. You can both clam up if that's what you want. You've got enough to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there and tell me everything, I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy'll serve 15. That ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes in the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese.
But I like cheese.
You've never seen government cheese before. So, punk, what's it gonna be? You gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. I'll give you plenty of time to think about it.
So that's the prisoner's dilemma?
Yeah. What would you do?
What?
Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well,
Someone's
I need
back.
to read Schrödinger's cat first. If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts the deal, and I don't, I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I shave 5 years off of that, and I get 5 less years of government cheese! And it seems the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
JFK doesn't forget.
That Banana will be thinking the same
Just
thing.
loses its head.
Oh my god.
So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you'd both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're going to spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level, too. You see now? The AB game.
Oh, I don't know. Seems like a good way to guarantee government cheese.
Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team.
Except Dio.
Who would we be playing against?
Dio!
Dio.
Dio!
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting Zero in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay, now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. but the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would be 4 points. We'll choose ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6, 12.
You can do it, man.
Plus 4,
Carry the
16
one.
points total.
So what does that tell you?
I don't know where you're going with this. we need to all choose ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone, and they hurt you.
I didn't follow a word you said, but I'll say I did. What you're saying is that I should pick for porn.
No,
Oh,
I mean the opposite. For porn.
for porn?
For porn. If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
What? For porn? You just explained why that's a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma.
Oh, I think you're full of shit. I'm hitting both buttons.
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
Do you know something? Woman, you do know something. What are you hiding? I mean, for starters, how did you know my name? I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
I don't know about myself. I'm a nutcase. That's why I'm gonna attack you.
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm.
I don't know about that.
You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on, I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you, I've never seen you. In my life! Or have I? Were you in that magazine I saw? Oh.
Objection!
Uh-oh.
Sigma.
Ligma.
Just let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
I can't do that to you, Ligma. Ligma balls!
Our time is up. This is it. I'll never ligum. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Goodbye.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
What?
the atom bomb hit.